in terms of they are doing sales, they are doing a purchase, they are doing production, everything that they are doing into this particular company, but they don't have any ERP system. Okay, tomorrow if they want some ERP solution in their company and SAP is implemented, right, then who is going to implement it? It will be implemented by the consultant, right? So consultant is a big role. Okay, so these consultant is going to transfer their business from non-SAP environment to SAP environment. Currently they might be using a spreadsheet, excels, right, logbook, they are using registers or whatever the legacy system they have to do this business transaction to maintain, like whatever they are using. If they are moving from non SAP environment to SAP, that it will be done by consultants, right? There will be functional consultant and there will be technical consultant. Like another hand, who is going to use it? Like once it is implemented, once it is live, then who is going to utilize it? There is an end user. So there will be the multiple end user from the different area, right? Sales user will be having different end user jobs is very limited job, right? So if I ask somebody to create a purchase order, so that is his job. He will be creating a purchase order and he does not know how the what is the back end things is happening, how the finance getting posted, how the inventory is getting posted, right? So they don't have that visibility. So end user is basically it can be supervisor, manager, or anyone like who is basically using SAP, and consultant who basically designed that system, right? So who they know the domain, they know the basic things like how these things happen, right? Suppose tomorrow you are going in a cement company and you are going to implement SAP. You don't know how the cement is manufactured, right? So you might be having experience in automobile, you might be having FMCG experience, right? So you don't know how the cement process work. You will go to that company will tell you all about their processes, and then you will write it down and how it can be implemented in SAP. That will be your role. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So I'm going to tell you about the syllabus, right? What syllabus, what content that we are going to do during the classes. So you can see this is completely SAP MM module. It will be start from the SAP overview, like basics. Okay, this is the things I'm showing you from the previous classes, right? So SAP overview, we will be doing these things in a detail, like what is the timelines of SAP, how the SAP flows, what are the different layers, applications, what are the different product by SAP. So we will be starting from that level, and then we will be coming to the enterprise structure. Enterprise structure is what basically like how your organization structure look like, right? So you think like as a supply chain. Okay, so you will be having multiple distribution center, your regional offices, your manufacturing plant, your sales offices, right? So all these things are what these are your physical locations. So all these location has to be created in SAP, right? So that you can see this is what it's called enterprise structure. Okay guys, I hope this you are getting right.
Yes.
Okay, let me show you the SAP screen also, so you will not get bored with that. You will get this SAP access, okay, during this classes. So basically this is the interface, how the SAP interface look like. Okay, so you are going to do everything from the scratch, right? Suppose you go in any company, how the beginning of implementation starts. So all these things we will be starting from that level. Okay, so that is the interfaces, and there we will be having master data like material master, business partner, info record, source list, quota arrangement. So these are the master data in SAP. Master data is basically the one time information. Like in mobile we have contact number, we have email addresses. So these are the master data. Okay, and every business they will be having a certain master data. Like I want to purchase something, so I will be having number of supplier. I want to purchase one printer from number of supplier, and every supplier will be having their quotations, their prices, their delivery time, their pricing, their payment terms, right, and their bank details. So these all thing has to be created in SAP. That is called master data, and master data is something based on your requirement. What requirement I have, based on that requirement, I will be creating master data, because master data having multiple things to do. Okay, but every business is not doing all the things. Like there is a company that they are doing one standard type of purchase, like they raise a purchase order, they consume materials or they consume services, right? So there could be another business, they might be doing some job work, right? They having some long term deals with supplier, they are also into service scenario. Okay, so all these things comes from the business to business. Okay, so like you can see the master data. So we will be doing master data like business partner, and we also have what we have a info record. So info record is another master data. And quota arrangement, like, so quota arrangement, what it does, like you could have a requirement and that requirement will further divide it into number of supplier. Okay, so this is the all the magic of a master data only. So you just have to set up that master data as per the requirement, right? So master data, you can use it for the multiple purposes, but you just have to identify the requirement. On the based on the requirement, you just can set up your master data. Like just for mobile phone, if you have you have a friend, right? So that friend, you having a mobile number, his email address, right? So because you frequently you might need to connect with him on mobile, on his mail, but there is some other person like who is have, like you have his number only, like you don't need his email id. So it is basically on the requirement, like how you are managing master data in SAP. So you can see in master in SAP, like I have created a master data. Like suppose there is a cycle material, there is a AS underscore cycle. So cycle is what, it's my master data. Like this is my cycle, it's a cycle assembly. And what is the gross weight, net weight, what are the base unit of measure, how this material is planned. So I have to maintain all these information. So you will be very familiar, like during the classes it might be new for you, but once you practice it, like it will be very easy. But what is important here, you just need to understand like how the what is the logic of these fields, like how this field is influencing your procurement process, because is all about a procurement. Okay, so that is a master data. And we have a P2P cycle. So P2P cycle, we will cover your how the process is initiated, right? So you can see this is a procure to pay cycle. In MM module, we are going to do the procure to pay cycle, like how the requisition start, how the initial requirement comes, right? Suppose you are in a company and anyone from any department can raise a new requirement for purchase, whether it can be new machine, it can be any service, it can be any electronic equipment, any printer, any measurement equipment, any plant maintenance requirement. Okay, so how that requisition come, that document called requisition. Then you will start looking for the supplier, that is called request for quotation. Then you will get a price from the supplier, like you want to purchase a printer and you have requested it for three supplier, that three supplier is giving you the three different prices. You will finalize supplier based on some whatever is your parameters, might be the price, might be the delivery time. So all these things will consider during the pricing when you are finalizing your vendor. Okay, and then you will initiate a legal purchase order process, like you will legally tell your supplier like I want this much quantity of printer with this price, and this will be our payment terms. Okay, all these things. Then you will receive material, then you will do the quality inspection, and then you will issue that printer from wherever the requirement was coming, right, within a plant. Then you will do the invoicing. Invoicing is basically what, it's a verification. Okay, what you have placed, right, the purchase order I have placed it for the printer which was A4 printer and having black and white and color printout functionality. But suppose and you have received a damaged printer, right, that printer is damaged and so some functionality is not working, right? So that will be covered into during this invoice verification. And once, if suppose everything is fine and clear, like you have ordered for 100 printer and you have received 100 printer, then you will finally do this payment, like that is a pay to supplier. So this is what, this is a P2P cycle. Within a P2P cycle, this is a standard cycle, but within a P2P cycle, you will be having a different scenarios that we will be covering during the classes, which is called your outline agreement. Okay, your spatial procurement, your service scenarios, right? Because every time we are not purchasing material, transfer posting, release strategy. Suppose like I don't want to give authorization to anyone to, like suppose there is a purchase order and I want to purchase a machine like 1 crore machine. So a purchaser cannot take decision on this, right? His manager, his HOD also has to approve that 1 CR purchase order, right? Because it's a liability on business, like they have to pay this much amount to their supplier, right? So you can configure a release strategy. We will be understanding a integrations process, how MM module is integrated with costing, how integrated is production planning, like material requirement planning, which is very important. Material requirement planning is means like your company's manufacturing cycle. Okay, so for manufacturing cycle, what you need to know what dependent materials will be required, right? My cycle will be having this wheel set, seat, frame, red paint, all these component is required. So how I'm going to plan all of these materials, so that will be completely integration that you will have with the MPP module. And we also have the integration with FI module for the invoicing and pricing procedure. Pricing procedure means you might have a base price, right? Base price, like when you purchase something that you see, like you have a price called 1000 rupees a price, right? But you also have to pay some your vendor is giving you some discount, 10% discount, right? So price will be minus 100, it will become, and you suppose you have to pay some transport charge, you also have to pay, right? Transport charge is somewhere around 50 rupees, right? So what is your net price? Net price is what? It's a 950 rupees. So what is that? Like it is a calculation of your price, so that is called pricing procedure. So business to business, these pricing procedure will get changed, and you have to understand how we can configure it in SAP. Okay, so there is a certain other topics which is a data migration, SAP standard reports, and there is a one important topic which is I just have highlighted with the red color. So it's a implementation phases, how the actual implementation happens, what are the strategies, what is the role of a consultant, right? Every time you are not working on SAP, you might have to create some document, you might have to discuss with business. So what questions you need to ask during this business study, during the SAP implementation. So we are going to discuss, and I'm going to demonstrate you all of these things during the classes. Okay, so now you guys tell me if you have any questions, so I will move to the next part. Anyone?
No, it's fine.
And Uday, do you have any question?
No, sir. It's fine now.
Okay.
All good.
Just a second. Let me bring my laptop charger. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this is the syllabus, and this is the SAP access that you will get it. Okay. So in real time, that SAP access is same, right? So there is a no change in terms of interfaces. So you will get this SAP access, but what is important here in real time, whatever you are seeing here, this will not be there. Okay, you have to prepare it. So when I'm saying the master data, so you have to prepare a master data. Master data, before master data, suppose there is a company. Okay, there is a company, and that company is having some business. Okay, so that this is the structure. Like the structure will look like this. So you have to identify how many manufacturing units company have, how many warehouses they have. So you just have to prepare this structure, because this is a beginning. Okay, when you are going for SAP implementation, so you have to understand the whole business. So this is something, it's an advantage to being a consultant. So what is the advantage? So when you go for SAP implementation, you will get the opportunity to see top to bottom of a business, right? From the top level of management to the down level of people, and how this process is getting flow, how the product is getting manufactured, what are their sales operations, how the procurement process works. So you will get to know each and every step, each and everything about SAP and business. So same thing, you have to just write it down, you have to prepare these kind of structures in Excel sheets and PowerPoints, right? Because consultant is not always means like they are working on SAP. So out of SAP, there are the lots of scope. So you just need to understand the process, because during the classes you will learn how to implement it on SAP. Okay, but so before implementing it on SAP, you just have to understand what you have to do on SAP. Okay, because this is a system, like you will get a SPRO access. This access means like you can configure SAP as per your requirement. So when you get this access means it's a configuration access. Okay, so it's a tool. You can set up a business here, any new organization, any new business, new plant. Okay, so this access you will get it. So once you have this access, you will set up it, and then you will be start creating master data. And once your SCP implementation is done, so you will hand over this system to their end users, and then end user will start doing master data creation, purchase order creation. And if they get some issues, right, they are not able to rectify, or they are not able to troubleshoot or resolve that error, then the role of a consultant comes. That consultant having that expertise, if some error is coming, right, that person knows how it has to be resolved. Like just for example, like I'm creating a one purchase order here, right? This is one purchase order, and I'm entering some details like a end user, and I just have entered this material, and then I'm entering this plant, and I want a this is something I'm demonstrating you about the purchase order, how it has to create. But suppose I just have random given a wrong material code, right? So what is that meaning? Like this is the error messages which will come. Like it's a very normal error messages. But if there is kind of different error messages which can come, like so end user is not capable to resolve it. So here the role of consultant will come in, called it's called support project. In support project, user has to consultant has to support for these kind of scenarios. Okay, so this is for the role of a consultant into support scenario when SAP is already implemented. Okay, and what is a new thing that you see here? So previously there was a SAP ECC R3. Okay, now the new version of SAP which is called S4 HANA. S4 HANA is what? It's a new version of SAP. So there is a multiple changes, right? Because it's not individual about MM module. Okay, full product of SAP has been changed. They have majorly the changes into the technical side, right? In terms of SAP MM module, PP module, there is a not that much big change, but there is a certain master data, right? Which I'm showing you here. It's a business partner. Okay, in S4 HANA it is called business partner, but in ECC it was called vendor master. Okay, vendor master. Here it is called business partner. So this is a big change in MM module. And basically what they have done now, so they have just make it very easy. Previously it was bit complex, right? There was a customer master, there was a vendor master, there was an employee master. Okay, so all these master data has been consolidated, and like they have now you just have to create a business partner. Okay, you just have to create a business partner in SAP. So this is a big change, right? It is not a very small change in terms of MM module. So that we are going to see how it was there in ECC, how it is there in S4 HANA. Okay. So this is about your SAP MM module, and you will be getting access for the server access. You can practice it during the classes. And what is important, like I will be giving you the example, you can connect these example with your understanding, or if you might have worked anywhere, or if you might have done any internship, so you can just understand, like it does not matter if you are in Germany, India, or anywhere. Like SAP is a global system, and the prerequisite is same everywhere, right? As a consultant, you just have to know like how the business is working. And if you don't know, and during the SAP implementation, you will get that opportunity to understand the business processes, and same thing you have to implement it on SAP. Okay, so guys, you can tell me if you have any questions, any doubts, so I can be more specific, or anything you want to know.
We will be practicing the projects also, right?
Okay, yes. Sorry, can you come again?
We will be practicing the projects also, right?
See,
Like
project things you will get it in a very real time, right? Project is not
uh,
something like during the classes. During the classes, what you will get your hands-on on SAP. You will get the master data, the transactional and configuration, design. Those part you will see during the classes, because in real time you have to do the same thing. If you are going for SAP implementation, like it will start from your enterprise structure. So you have to configure that. You have to configure a master data. So all these things you have to do it in a real time. See, project means project having a big cost. Okay, the big cost means there will be the multiple consultants, different stakeholders, timelines will be there, resource allocations will be there, project managers will be there, right? So it's a big thing. So we cannot do that. And if anyone says like during you will get a project is something you will get it in real time, but what you will get it, and as per my experience, you will get a chance to do the testings. Like I will be giving you the some scenarios. Based on the scenario, you can configure a system. If you are capable to do that now, so in real time you will not get any things, you will not get any issue. And it's
Got
a
it.
your
Got it.
it's your
Got it.
it's your beginning, right? So you will see things, you will see challenges, and then you will learn from it, and with time you will get expertise, you will get experience, then you will start exploring some different modules. So with time you will learn all those things.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, and from my end,
So,
this is end to end syllabus. Okay, it is something not like we are skipping anything. It is up to you also that how much enthusiast you are, how much exploring person you are, right? It is also depend up to you. I will give
and
you the yes.
I have a question. So, which one we are going to use? This
We are
graphical
going
user
to
interface or Fiori Launchpad?
see, we are going to use that standard. That Fury is a different thing. It's a module, right? It's a
Yeah.
different things that you will get learn. You will have to take a license for that, right? So first you need to know how the backend is working, because currently SAP has also introduced a Fury apps. Okay, so what screen you are seeing here, this is a SAP classical screen. Okay, Fury is a different. It has been designed for an end user perspective, right? So you see your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Instagram. So that is more into like how interactive it is with the user. So Fury is a design for that, but at a Fury backend, these are the things which is working. Okay, and previously also, like you can set up a web screen, right? User will click here, then it will it is easy for them. It is to make interactive, so user does not touch it. But with the time, you will learn it like it's a separate module, SAP Fury, that it's okay. SAP Fury. Yes, so that
No, all good.
okay. So I hope you understood it. What is the what you will get out of this, right? And these things will be in a detail. Like you can ask for any previous recorded session for the classes if you are looking for it. But these are the things that we are going to do classes on Google Meet, and you will get a recorded sessions after each and every classes. Okay, and we are going to connect like how we are doing this demo session now, so that next time if we connect it and if we are doing classes, that we will be completing doing it on Google Meet, and I will be doing all those things into SAP, like what I'm showing you here. Same access you will get it. So what I'm doing here, that you can see in your system also.
Oh, that's great. Wanted to ask you about the recordings, but you
Yes.
said already.
So okay, so you can tell me like I'm almost done from my side.
No, we are all good from my side also. You There is also finance at the end, right?
Yes,
Okay. So
finance means we have a integration sessions. Integration is
yeah,
very important. You have to understand, right? You
yeah, yeah.
suppose you are purchasing something, how the finance is impacting, correct?
Hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
True.
yes, so that integrations we have here, that invoicing and pricing procedure. These are the two areas
Got it.
where you have to know your finance areas, right?
Okay.
This is
Got it.
PPMM integration, where you have to know that integration with PP and MM module.
Okay.
And
Okay.
rest is your core area, like outline agreement, spatial procurement, service. PP consultant does not know like outline agreement, right? Spatial procurements and these P2P process, these release strategy, they don't have any idea. So only
Okay.
MM consultant, because this is their core area. And these
Okay.
these are the integration where you will be interacting with the different consultant, because somewhere business is integrated, right? Individual consultant is not working, so you have to work as a team. So team meaning whatever the flow is there, like something is coming from the sales, right? Sales has to They are giving a sales plan. Based on that, I will be doing the production plan. Based on my production plan, you will start procuring, right? Based on your procurement, like finance have to pay. Okay, and these all things has been some, like somewhere it is integrated. So it is not for you, for if somebody is want to learn PP module, so that PP module also have the integration with the MMFI. So they have to learn those integration also.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so Kas, if you are there, just
No, we are good for now from my side. Thank you so much.
thank you, Arvinda. Thank you there. Thank you,
Thank you so
Vikas.
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.